Becoming a public school teacher in Andhra Pradesh requires years of relentless preparation. Thousands of applicants compete for a tiny fraction of available jobs. The entire foundation of this exam rests on a specific promise: the merit-cum-roster system. It means high test scores, or merit, should map perfectly to legally mandated reservation slots, which make up the roster. Today, we are opening the books on the 2025 recruitment data for Guntur district to see if that promise holds up. Our primary evidence rests on two documents: the master merit list of all test takers and the final selection list of those who actually received positions. These lists are supposed to be an automated match, but without a forensic cross-examination, manual changes to the data can easily disappear into the final results. Let's look at the very top of the final selection list for Guntur district. Here we find candidate Rasumdar Shabnaz at roster point 78, rank 2. That's backed by an exceptionally high test score of 91.13. But the candidate placed immediately ahead of her at roster point 77 is Divya Chunduru. Her recorded rank is 0. A rank of 0 does not exist in any standard competitive testing framework. The official merit rankings start at 1. When a candidate with no rank occupies a higher roster point than the district's second highest score, the validity of the selection relies entirely on the data in the master merit list. To understand exactly where this phantom rank came from, we apply a standard auditing practice: data reconciliation. Every person on the selection list must have an exact match in the master merit list of 10,000 candidates. But when we cross-reference Divya's 0 rank entry, the search fails. The actual merit data begins firmly at rank 1. Rank 0 isn't there. The presence of a selected candidate who does not exist in the merit rankings indicates a manual intervention in the roster allocation. Once roster slots are decoupled from verifiable test scores, the integrity of the merit-cum-roster system is effectively lost. The question then becomes how a system allows for this kind of override. To find the answer, we have to look at the law governing the recruitment. The supreme legal authority here is the presidential order, issued under Article 371D of the Indian Constitution. The core mandate of the 1975 order and its 2025 update is the strict establishment of what is called a local cadre. The math is highly specific. 80% of all public posts in a given district must be exclusively reserved for local candidates from that exact district. While the remaining 20% is open to anyone in the state, that 80% is an absolute, constitutionally protected boundary. Any recruitment process that allows external candidates or unranked phantom candidates to absorb those local positions violates the law. This reveals a structural misalignment between the administration of the exam and the legal definition of the job cadre. The teacher recruitment exam is run as a massive statewide operation, but the teaching jobs themselves are definitively district-level cadres. The systemic exploit happens when officials apply a single consolidated statewide roster to fill these district-level vacancies. This broad application acts as a smokescreen, allowing non-local and manually inserted data points to flood protected local slots. By blending state data with district jobs, the system generates enough administrative confusion to hide unverified entries from immediate public scrutiny. This forensic audit reveals two specific findings: an unranked candidate inserted into a roster slot and a state-level mechanism bypassing district-level protections. Every manipulated roster point has a direct human cost. It represents a highly qualified local candidate whose career was quietly taken from them. The current selection process in Guntur must be halted immediately pending a formal legal review. The government must publicly release the official Guntur district roster register to prove strict compliance with local reservation laws. Until every single candidate on the final list can be traced back to a legitimate, mathematically sound rank, the AP DSC selection process remains compromised.